welcome. Welcome in, say hello. Oh, darn, I forgot to put that in. I'm in an event today, and my time starts at 4 o'clock. So I'm just, sort of what I'm always doing is organizing while I'm waiting for my time to start. Hope you're doing great today. It is sunny here in Pennsylvania, but it is cold. It's only supposed to be in the 30s. Hi, Yvonne. Okay, Wendy, thank you. I will go ahead and begin then, if that's okay, Wendy. This is the Dusty Grannies event, and the Dusty Granny event group, I guess I should say, is a free group on Facebook. Hi, Pam. It's a free group on Facebook, and if you join it, which, like I said, it's free, you just probably answer a couple questions to get in, and then you can watch all of the videos right in this one place. If you see the live button, you know you're watching me live right now. And if not, if you would please put hashtag replay, I would appreciate it. Wendy is our host today. She's the Crafting Gammy. And this is called the Tea Party event. So I'm also with Wendy in a challenge to do 14 projects in 14 days using up surfaces that I already have. And so thank goodness I have about 4 lives this week, so most of my days are going to be used with surfaces I already have in lives. And yesterday was my first one, and I used a peat pot and decoupage napkins on it. And so today is my second. I'm awful at doing flowers. Today's my second one, so today's the teapot event. The other thing I wanted to show you quick is I did a live the other day where I was decoupaging on headbands. These white plastic headbands come 2 in a pack at Hobby Lobby, back in the fabric area, so you can do your own headbands. And I Mod Podged flowers, this from scrapbook paper on this one. And hi, Lisa. And I scrapbook, I Mod Podged little bunnies on this one from a napkin, and I used extreme glitter Mod Podge on them, because what little girl doesn't like sparkle? So I thought I'd share those, because I did forget to post from that day. And my name's Renee. I think I forgot to introduce myself. My personal page on Facebook is Renee Miller Bauer, and my crafting page is Rustic Daisies DIY with Renee. And I'm happy to be on here today to craft with you, or to entertain you if you're not crafting. This is the surface from Dollar Tree. I try to keep one of these on hand just because it is different. And, every now and then, and it fits perfectly with what I'm doing today. So that's what I'm liking about it. I did take the hanger off, and I painted the back with Deco Art Americana bleached sand. I knew if what I was going to do on regular wood, hi Shantae, it would bleed. And so that's why I'm painting it first. And I do that with almost all of my surfaces, as I don't do a lot of them on just regular wood. I've had too many experiences where it bleeds through. So I'm just putting a coat of this across. I already did the back and the sides. I like using these to spread if I don't want to have brush lines. I use these a lot in the wood barn quilts that I make also. Anyway, I'm in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, home of Little League baseball. I don't know why I feel like the need to say that. But most people say, I've never heard of Williamsport. And then if I say, have you heard of Little League baseball? They go, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oops. Sorry, but I got dry a little bit. Hi, Debbie Green. Thank you for stopping in and introducing yourself. We are glad to have you. This is the Dusty Granny event group. And we have a tea party event today. It started at noon or 11. Now I forget. And it goes till I think 11 o'clock this evening. So there will be lots and lots of crafters. I'm pretty sure this won't take a whole hour, so I do have stuff on for backup. That looks, I like how that looks on there. It did have some rough edges. You don't have to sand, but I think it makes it nicer when you sand. All right, so I'm going to be making a sign, a little sign, for someone's kitchen or porch area or wherever they like to have their tea. And I'm using this little stencil. It has, maybe if I hold it up against this, you can see it better. Or maybe not. But it has a teapot, a teacup, and it says, a dose of positivity, T-E-A. Haha. So that's what I'm attempting to do. It has a lot of little intricate pieces. Hi, Joe. Thank you for sharing. Oh, Courtney, that is so sweet of you to say, but you know, girl, I'm inspired by you just as much. Just as much. I don't know if I could use the stuff that you used on a live. I think I'd have to practice. I'd be really nervous. I'm using up this awful painter's tape that I have. It came in a kit that I bought. And I bought like 3 of the kits. Well, each kit you got another roll of painter's tape. But it just rips all the time. A lot of little parts. So I have a couple different colors of pinks to use on this today, hopefully. And I was just drawn because the flowers sort of look like roses, but to these pinks, but oops, that's way too much. But you know, it would be so pretty done in like a melon color also. Real pretty. So I'm going to take a stencil brush. This happens to be an Essential stencil brush. I just like how they are made and how well they last. And once I got the paint on, I am offloading, which means I'm just going like this to get pretty much everything off of, I want to cover up this hole, off of the brush. Now, even though I have it taped down, I still want to press it down because there are little pieces here that pop up. And if you can't see what I'm doing, go straight down, and there's an arrow like this, and it'll make my or make the comments go off to the side. I know you did, Courtney, and you were great. You were great at it. In my opinion, it's always better to put on a couple light coats if you need to, than to put on too much on your very first coat, because the only way to get rid of it is to kind of sand it back down and try it again. This is so light on here I can barely see it. And actually, I think I'm going to switch to a different color to start because you can barely see it. Just going to go over what I did. Thank you, Tammy. With the same brush. Just offloading, offloading, offloading. I'm sort of trying to avoid the roses that are in the middle because I'm going to leave them pink, light pink. I'll lift this up so you can see it. This you can see a lot better. So like I said, I'm going to keep the roses, the light pink. Let me go over this a little bit. And now I'm going to try. Hi, Sam. Welcome. I'm going to try to do the leaves a little bit. I don't know how well that's going to work, but yeah, put very, very, very little on my brush. Oh, I forgot to show the colors. I'm sorry. Folk Art Conch Shell. Folk Art. And then this one is Apple Barrel Bright Magenta. One of my favorites. And this is Folk Art Mossy Meadow. Very similar to Moss by Waverly. Trying to just gingerly get in the leaves area. Okay, now I'm going to take that pink in the middle. Try to give it a second coat. We'll see how that works. I want to get full coverage on my brush, but I want to offload. I'm just working on wax paper today. I hope you guys are having a great day. Like I said, it's very sunny here in Pennsylvania. It is just cold. Cold, cold, cold. Well, I guess you're not really going to see that. So I'm going to mix a couple colors. Make one that's a little bit lighter than what I used. Oh, that's darker than that. That'll be, hopefully that'll be okay. We'll try it. That's kind of what I was afraid of, because I was afraid that these roses are just so intricate, but they'd be hard to see. That looks pretty good. So this is the teapot. And I'm going to give that a dry before I do the teacup. Turned out pretty. I'm going to take a very pointed brush here and go over the leaves just a little bit. Just I think that makes the leaves look a little better. Alrighty. Thank you, Bonnie. Nancy Flock Group, how are you? How are you, friend? And then I'm going to take a little bit of the dark and just touch up a couple places. And do just this bridge, I believe, is all I'm going to do. Well, maybe that one. I'm like roasting. I had to go outside this morning to go to a meeting, and so I knew it was cold, so I put on this sweater. I should have put on a t-shirt to Well, it's just gonna have to be good for right now, I think. All right, now we'll do the teacup. So this is a tea party event. And also I am in a challenge to use up surfaces that I have. And so, this is a surface that I had that I wanted to use up. But this will be fun. This will make me go into my 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 craft room. Okay. So I'm going to take this darker color, do it on the cup. Same thing, I'm just going to do a swirling motion. Get it a little bit higher. And then the lighter pink, I don't know which one I used and which one I didn't. For the roses, and I'm just stippling this, going up and down. When you have a small area, the stippling works the best. And then the green. And I think I'm just going to this time try using this brush, this little pointed brush that I have. What are you guys having for supper? Anybody have anything they want to share that they're having for supper? Not share like share it with me, but share it with us. Give us some ideas. Nancy, did you eat your chicken soup? Nobody eating? I think I got it on Amazon. It could have been Temu though. It does have the hole in the top. I think it was Temu. And I think I had just put in teapot stencil. Pork chops and applesauce. You knew I was going to say that, Laurie. Ooh. Yeah, Pam, neither do I. Oh, there's a leaf I missed. Excuse me. Laurie, how do you make your pork chops? I never in my life have cooked pork chops. I've cooked pork roast. I don't remember us ever having pork chops growing up. We'd have a pork roast, but not pork chops. Now, if you're really good at shading and stuff, you can having a color over here I don't like. Now I can't remember what I was going to say. Goodness gracious. Sakes alive. I'm just going to connect the handle to the cup. Draw the bridges. The cup to the saucer. Going back to the leaves over on this one. I don't like the white outlining. Had to get gas. Courtney, you're very welcome. And treat my girls well. I do appreciate anybody that shares my videos. I choose a couple from each video and send out happy mail. I like the leaves better this way. This is pretty. Anybody out there a tea drinker? There. Any tea drinkers out there? Okay. Okay, I need to just quit fiddling with that. Sometimes. Now my problem always is, what color should I do the words? And I'm thinking that I'm going to use a burnt umber in the winter only. Coke drinker. I don't really care for hot tea. I like cold tea, iced tea. And this is Antique Wax by Folk Art. I thought it was just burnt umber. We'll see how this works out with the tiny letters. I'm going to cover up a little bit on this other one. Yeah, Courtney, let me know if you find it or not. If not, I'll send you this one. I try to make things on my lives that that I can either give away or sell. And many of you know I'm not really doing shows anymore. So I guess I need a little more than that. Getting paint all over the... Oh, I've gotten it many times over the years, and it is hit and run, but that is where it's from. I just, when I took the tag off, I double checked. I'll hold this down. Another thing I will say is you have to be careful and look closely at the Temu stencils before you buy them. Some of them have misspelled words or like letters that aren't finished. And yeah. Hi, Kim. Welcome. I've liked watching the love it. Watching the teapots today and teacups. The tea parties, I guess I should say. All right. I'm going to get rid of this wax paper before I make it a mess. Oh my Lord. I keep knocking stuff over today. I'll put these in the water. Get that out of the way. And this out of the way. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Just looking for that really thin paintbrush. There's a little section that I want to do. This piece of paper on the teapot now that it's dry. Nancy, did Katie get down to the hospital today? And push down a tad too hard and then you have a mess. Oh, thanks, Laurie. I always get a wiggly hand when I have these. Paintbrushes. And then I kind of fix it more, and then a little more, and then a little more. Oh, going to have to be good enough. Oh, I need that page. Okay, now I'm going to maybe I'm going to put this lace around the bottom. I don't know why. When I saw the lace, I thought, oh, that looks really cute. I think I'm going to just add a little something. In my mind, I know how it's supposed to look. Y'all know how that is. I think, Courtney, you were saying that today too, right? In my mind, I know. I have made some of the most atrocious crafts that in my mind were so cute. I can't believe kitties haven't been up here. So this is just Tim Holtz Distress Ink that I put on that. And I'm going to put some hot glue, just a couple little places across the bottom. To start this lace. I do realize that really the prettiest part of the lace isn't showing. Of course, you know I don't have anything to, if you know me, you know I don't have any finger protectors because my cats steal them. I was just thinking of that last night. I haven't seen any finger protectors in a while. I guess I should be checking under the couch, under the chairs, under the couch to find them. Yeah, look at my little edge right there down. There we go. Tea party. And after me is Bev with Country Loving Market. Country Loving Market. So make sure you tune in to see her as well. Okay, I thought of putting the jute back on, but I wanted it to maybe be a little bit more, I don't know, a little more vintage or a little more pretty. Just trying to, maybe the green. I don't know. I have these. I also have blue, and that's not going to work, and white's not going to work. And I have that one. I kind of feel like when it's all dry, I'll take the sander over it a little bit and tone down that pink. So for the hanger, oh, that's orange. Well, I can't tell. I think it's orange. I know things are backwards for you guys because I have an Amazon. But I want to make a hanger out of one of these. I love this ribbon. And so I'm going to have you help me. If you would please tell me 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which color do you think would look best? Oh, now I mixed them up. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'll put it on there so you can maybe see a little better. 1, 2, 3, or 4. And I'll just kind of wait about a minute and see what we get. But as always, majority will rule on this. I always see a couple things I need to touch up. But 1, 2, 3, or 4. What do you think? 1. Yes, Courtney. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I thought it would be really pretty in like coral colors also. purples, corals, burgundies. Anybody else? Any other colors? I'm seeing ones. Oh, Laurie says 2 or 4. Kim, give me a color. Anybody else on there? 12 of you. Can a couple more give me some colors? We have 2 votes for green and 1 vote for each of these. This one I think definitely is out. It kind of makes it more like a purple when you put it against that. Anybody? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, Kim, that you're working. Sorry about that, friend. Put some things over here. Okay. 1 and 3. Oh. All right. We'll use 1. It got the most votes. I just love this stuff. I just wish when you got it that you got more of it. There's not a whole lot. But I love it because it's like sheer, but yet it's frayed already. I guess I do the knots in the back. So it would be this way. So I'm just putting my, oh, sorry, Kim. This is my bead threader. You can get these on Amazon. I would be lost without this. But you just put it through the hole. Now, if you're putting beads on, then you're going to put, beads here and put it on your string. But we're not doing beads on this. I am just threading it through and then pulling it back, maybe, through the hole. I'm going to put a knot down at this end. Yeah, Kim, I don't have an iPhone. I'm not one of the cool kids. But this was a cute set of these. It came in, I think like 6 or, I don't know how many colors. There's white. I roll them up and they come back undone. This is sort of like a light mauve or tan. And here's blue. This is pretty. Haven't used this yet. Hunter green. And then this other green, the one that we're using, and a light pink and 2 oranges, like a peach, and then this like darker mauve purpley color. And I am pretty sure that's from Temu as well. And I think you could choose which oh, Courtney Good, you're not cool just like me. I like my Android. I really do. You just put it through. And I'm doing it from the back to the front because I want the knot to be in the back. And let's just string it through the hole and pull it back through the hole. Oh. Oh boy. Not cool. I've used these pretty hard and I haven't broken any. We'll try it again. I'm glad you get a bunch of them when you when you get these needle or bead threaders. Ah, my goodness, I'm having a hard time with that. Try one more big tug. Okay, I broke another needle threader. Ah, my goodness. Might have to end up just gluing it on the back if I can't get it in the hole. Oh, Judy, thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate it. My goodness, this has been the hardest part of the whole thing. Don't forget to watch Bev, Country Loving Market, After Me. There's a will, there's a way. So then this can be adjusted to however, how you want it to be, or however long you want it to be. There. I'm just gonna take a little bit of Distress Oxide over this. Not so bright. Make it look a little more vintagey. I almost ran out of baby wipes. Thank goodness I went to Dollar Tree. If you get some spots that are too dark, just rub them with the baby wipe. Comes right off. There we go. I am going to, when we are finished here, I don't want you to have to watch my tedious oh neat. I have a friend who collects teapots. She has the coolest collection. When I had to teach online for COVID, I had her daughter, and her daughter would sit at the dining room table, and behind her daughter was the hutch that had all these teapots on. I would be teaching, like, I wanted to go, can you move out of the way so I can see what teapots are behind you? It was just so cute. So there we go. That's one thing. Another thing I'm going to show you, and I'm not sure if anyone's planning to do this idea or not tonight. But it doesn't take long, and so I kind of have it on the back burner for if I got this done, which I did. So I hope you like this. I have made and sold bird feeders using a teacup and a saucer. I've sold a lot over the last couple years. And I just go to Dollar Tree and, you know, find two that match. And I often don't get things with words on the plate. I think the one that matched this had words on the plate. The tricky thing is I'm going to kind of need to look at it to get it together. But I've already gotten the ones that are, oh, cute. Oh, that's so neat that you have has dragons on it. Wow. I've gotten like the beach ones that come out, I think pretty much every year. They're blue and white and have seashells on. I've done that. The hardest part is getting it to glue together. 2-in-1 welding glue will work well. Like kitchen and bath glue, that will work well. The idea is to, is to tilt this, and you put bird feed in here, just throw it in, and then some out here. And it's so cute when you watch the birds come and eat it. Now this one, with the words, I kind of have to tilt it this way. I know it's kind of backwards to see, but that's why I usually don't get ones with words. You can just lay it down and not really tilt it. You will probably get the best result if you do it that way. But some people I know, you know, do them like this on a pole. And I have a friend that does that, and they're just gorgeous. And, you know, for that, you can put water in it if you want. But hers aren't tall like this. They're more of the shorter glasses. But, so if you want to lay that down, you could do it that way. So what I am going to do is put some Jenga blocks there. And I'm just going to put a dab of hot glue. Oh, not touching the glass there. Just to kind of hold the cup in place. That was the hardest thing that I had a problem with last time. And I never even thought of doing the Jenga blocks. So then at this point, you just lay it down, you can put it up, however you want. And I'm going to try this Weld Bond glue on this. It will take a lot of time to set up, to dry. And I'm just going to put like a little dot with marker on there to show me where I'm going to need the glue, because there's lots of space underneath it that won't need glue. I just got done using this for another project before I came on. It's all ready. Wait, which way am I doing it? Now I forget. I guess this way it was. Which means I gotta get the glue off this. My experience with these is they get dirty being outside. And I wish I could see one from right here, because I'd grab one and show you. They do get dirty because bird food, you know, is dirty. But they're so pretty to have on a little table, and I always, when I sell them, I just call them tabletop bird feeders. And these I will be taking out once it dries. So if I make it and it only lasts me one season because of how dirty it got, I'm okay with that. But I've never had them come unglued after just one season. So, but like I said, there are different kinds of epoxies and stuff. You can, Weld Bond's a great one to use for that. Smells awful though, but it does work well. Just going to clean up a little bit of my drips. The other ones I made had a lot of, and when I take these wood blocks out, I'll just use a scraper and scrape off the glue, the hot glue that's on this plate. But, well, those are fun. No, I don't see one right there. Anyway, they're fun. They're fun to make for people. When I sold them, I always had a little baggie of bird seed, and I would display it with the bird seed in the cup and around so people could see it. But if you're making it as a gift, a little bag of bird seed would be nice as well. But love them. So if you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Like I said, my Facebook name is Renee Miller Bauer, and my crafting page is Rustic Daisies DIY with Renee. And I would like to thank Wendy, the Dusty Gammy, for having me today. I am on almost every day this week. I think Thursday's the only day I don't have them. And I did have to excuse myself out of Saturday. My grandson was invited to a birthday party, and his mama works, and so he doesn't ever get to go to birthday parties unless one of the grandparents, mainly me, take him. So just by chance, when I saw him yesterday, there was an invitation in his backpack. So I think it's important that he gets to go to that. So I know I have on my list for that Saturday's one. I should look it up and edit it, I guess. But anyway, that's what we have for today. A little bird feeder. I got some of the sticker off. I see I didn't get it all off. I'll have to do that later. And then this little teapot. I hope you guys like these. They were fun to make. And like I said, I'm going to get a little brush out and do a little bit more of the magenta to make my lines look smoother. But time for you to go get a drink. And so you can go ahead and watch Bev with Country Loving Market. If you are on Dusty Granny's event group page, all you need to do when I'm finished is pull it down and pull your screen down and let it go. That's called refreshing your page. And when it does that, the next presenter will come on as soon as she or he is shared out into the group. So Bev's probably on there getting ready to get shared out. If you do your screen and the next person doesn't come up right away, give it a few minutes and try it again. So Craft Room Confessions, I love that name. I think that is like a super duper cool craft name. So I hope you join me tomorrow. I have another fun project to do tomorrow. Trying to look at my Oh yeah. So that's about it for me. I'm just going to keep it on for about 2 more minutes in case anybody has any questions or comments, anything. Everything I've used today, except for this. This was from Temu, and the teapot was from Temu. But everything else in today is from the Dollar Tree. So I hate having to straighten up lines. Sometimes I'm just better with a marker. I don't know, we might try that. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. Go enjoy Bev. I'll be there in just a few minutes to watch her. And be kind to people. Have a great day. Bye-bye.